Hi, my name is Dan, and today we're going to be reviewing the 27G2 27-inch monitor. Okay, so as you all know, I'm not much of a professional reviewer. Like I said in the previous video, I am not much of a tech reviewer. Ever since that video, I've learned a lot. Well, not really. I mean, a little bit. Not really a lot. Just a little bit. There are some things that I still don't know. But at least I learned. But today, it's gonna be different. I'm not just gonna do like a simple unboxing and a simple review, nor I would be doing a very hardcore technical review of this monitor of some sorts. But instead, what I'm gonna be doing is a mid-depth review, if ever that's a word, and my overall experience with this monitor, which is the 27G2 27-inch monitor by AOC. So let's get to it. Okay, first on the list is definitely the components. I actually found it very considerate that AOC gives you two sets of wires, which is an HDMI and a DisplayPort that comes in with the actual monitor itself. As for the overall building of it, it's fairly quite easy. You got the stand and you got the locking mechanism in there. Just put it there. Actually, that's it. As for the overall comfortability of this monitor, I find it very convenient that I am able to adjust the height of it, swivel it left and right, rotate it, and then tilt up and tilt down. Although I might say that the overall stand of this monitor might seem a bit gamey for some of you users, but the design for me is quite adequate since I really like my things looking cool and all, if that's your thing. Honestly, I usually just look for two components in a monitor: the performance, the colors, and the size. Wait, that's three. Anyways, I've been using this monitor for quite a few weeks now, and I think I've gathered enough insights for me to actually judge the performance and the colors based on what I've done with the monitor. Now, before I share to you my experience in the performance of this monitor, I think it would be best for me to actually tell you the specs of this monitor. It has a 1080p Full HD resolution with a refresh rate of 144Hz and a response time of 1 ms with a panel type of IPS and a brightness of 250. Now, I won't waste time technically stating to you what these things are because I'm pretty sure you know what you're looking for. I'm gonna tell you what those specs did to my experience in a very specific way. Now, you all know that I game a lot, and I mean a lot. And sometimes I play those games that are fast-paced, like Call of Duty, Apex, Valorant, Fall Guys. That's very fast-paced. I've won thrice in my whole life. Anyways, the thing that I hate about games is motion blur, especially with fast-paced games. I know, you can set it off, like you can turn on motion blur and off for some games. But even with the motion blur off, you can still experience the kind of a motion blurry thing when you're way below 144Hz. And with this monitor's 144Hz refresh rate, I wouldn't experience those types of things. And that certainly helps me with my competitive games. Now, speaking of the games that I play, most of the games that I play have explosions on them, inside and outside. I'll let you decide what those are. But with Adaptive Sync plus G-Sync compatibility, you will never have to worry about lots of things happening in your monitor in your game at the same time, because I've never experienced screen tearing and lag with the use of this monitor. The feature of 1 ms response time definitely gives me an advantage in seeing those like sneaky boys on Tarkov or sneaky boys in Valorant trying to get a quick peek at me. I'm coming for you. Also, with a few weeks that I've been using this monitor, I've never experienced flicker of some sorts. And that definitely helps because of the sheer size and the minimal bezels of this monitor. I don't have to worry about straining my eyes too much because you've seen how big they are. They can get really big once I'm focused on trying to not die on a certain game. The viewing angles of this monitor with a set 178 degrees definitely did not have any distortion whenever I look to the left or right. That's what I do because I tend to dodge in real life whenever someone tries to shoot me. So that will certainly give you an advantage if you're like me, that dodges like every now and then. Now, I would actually like to talk about the colors of this monitor. First thing I've noticed when I turned on this monitor is that it is very bright. Like I have been flashbanged in CSGO. But that doesn't matter because even if I'm not flashbanged, I still can't shoot for shit. Also, as you all know, I'm an editor as well of videos and pictures, so colors are very important to my monitor. And I gotta say, the colors of this certain monitor definitely is a step up from the previous monitors that I've used, because the colors are somewhat accurate to my liking. That's my personal preference, and you only need to actually adjust a little bit of contrast and gamma. The color profiles on the menu I don't really use, but there are a lot of like options for you to choose from if you want like a low light setting or something hardcore for you to really see the colors, for the colors to pop out whenever you're editing or just gaming. But I would like to say that the menu buttons below the monitor can become a bit of a nuisance. It's because it's hard to actually find it. It's like a virgin boy in her prepubescent teens trying to, you know what I'm saying. Also, there are no built-in speakers for this monitor, so this monitor is definitely for those who has their own speakers. But it has a headphone jack for you to insert your headphones or whatever, or earphones, whatever it is that you want to use. Anyways, overall, my experience with this monitor has been satisfactory, and it definitely helped me with my gaming and editing ventures. Very easy to use and very easy to set up. Very user-friendly with regards to the menu, except for the buttons, which I said. Speed, refresh rates, and the smoothness of the overall pictures are worth the money. This monitor is basically the bangest of the bucks. Bangest of the bucks. The mukbang, I don't know. A bang of the buck. Bang for the buck. There we go. Shit! Bang for the buck. With a solid mid-price for a 27-144HC Full HD monitor. Anyways, that's it for me, and I hope I gave you a little bit of insights on whether or not to buy a 27-inch 27G to AOC monitor. And again, my name is Dan, and as I always say, don't age, level up. Bye!